Okay, so my wife is out shopping today and my daughter is sleeping upstairs. So I have to keep my voice down and I don't have my wife. So basically, my wife isn't here to do the camera, so I'm holding it selfie style. And then my daughter is upstairs sleeping, so I have to keep my voice down. But here we have Ben Does Stupid Things episode 2. Now, in this episode, what I did was I finally tracked down a flameless ration heater in Japan. So these are pretty easy to find in America. You search flameless ration heater, you'll find a military surplus thing, and then you're pretty much done. In Japan, they're called like heat packs. And so I found like 3 different listings on Amazon with 3 different names, but generally heat pack is the right thing. But then if you say heat pack, is that like one of those like iron things that you shake up and just keep your hands warm, or is that specifically for food warming? So I found one that's specifically for food warming. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and try it. And even though it just seems superfluous and stupid, that's what Ben Does Stupid Things is for. So what we've got is we've got this rice thing, and so these are just like microwavable rice things. And so I'm not exactly sure how these work, if there's enough moisture whatever on its own here. And then to go with it, we've got a pack of curry in a retort pack. So these are, what's kind of funny is when you watch Steve MRE 1989 or whatever, retort packs are kind of a military thing. In Japan, retort packs are everywhere for everything. So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't think I can do this one-handed with left-handed. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. So what happens is we open this up, we put this on the bottom, and then we put the things we want to heat up stacked on top of each other. And then we're also, just to see if we can get away with it, we're also going to throw in an egg there to see if we can boil an egg, or hard boil an egg, or soft boil an egg, or see how far we get with boiling an egg when we do this. So I'm going to go ahead and throw an egg in there. I'm going to get everything ready, and then before we put the water in, I'll go ahead and just do another quick video. Okay, so I had to cut there. And so what's going on is I have the heater back at the very bottom. I got the rice on top of that. I've got the curry on top of that, and then I've got the egg just kind of sitting in there. And then so what's included in here is a bag with a pouch, and the pouch has a little line that says this is 130 milliliters. I'm actually a little bit below the line, I think. So I'm going to add a little bit more water, and then I've got the top open just a little bit. So I'm going to have to pour it in there, and then I'm going to have to close it up fast. So what that means is I need to find somewhere to stash my phone. Here. So it's on the counter. I'm going to do this to have 2 hands, and then we'll see how it works. The whole process should take about 15 minutes. I'll let it run for a little bit, minute or 2, and then I might cut, or I might do it. But it's 1:46 right now, so I guess around 2 o'clock. We'll see how it works. Okay, that took a second to get started, but now that it's started, it's actually really going. Now I was wondering how much air they wanted inside this or not, because I thought it was sealed, but there's actually a hole in the top here to allow steam to come out. So So I was kind of wondering, I thought it would kind of be submerged in the water and the water would be what's heating it up. And so it's actually, there's a very small amount of water. And I guess that's reacting with whatever metal they have in the pack thing. And then that's heating up steam. And it's actually the steam that's going to heat up the stuff. And then the hot air is going to come out the side here to keep the bag from filling up with air and bursting. So I guess that's why they provide the bag with the thing, which is kind of obvious, but it's still kind of cool. And this thing is just super, this is super glowing. Wow, look at that. Okay, so I can honestly just leave this on for the whole 15 minutes. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut it, and then we'll just come back to, we'll come back in 10 minutes or so and just see kind of what's going on. So I'll see you then. Okay, so it's about 2 o'clock, which means this has been going for almost about 15 minutes now. And so I've got a couple of observations to make. So I was thinking, my impression was that the hot water would get hot and then the water would heat the stuff inside, but that's actually not how it works. And the pack heats the water creates steam, the steam rises up and it passes over the stuff and then it makes it hot. And it also heats up inside of here. So I laid stuff flat, one on top of each other. What might be better to do is put the stuff standing up so stuff can so the steam can get up in between them and then heat around them. So we'll see how well this heated up. The pack looks pretty toasty, so even though I kind of did it the wrong way, it might still work out. So I'm kind of hopeful that everything worked out, and we'll just kind of see how well the egg got cooked. And then the other thing I didn't realize was the reason that they limit the amount of water you put in there is it's because the water is what's reacting with the reacting with the heating element, and then that's going to heat steam. So there's a very little amount of water left in there. So the idea is it's once all the water evaporates, that's when the thing is done. So it's about 2. I'm gonna let this go just a little bit longer, let it fizzle out a little bit more, just kind of wait till it's finished, and then we'll see how well it cooked not cooked our food, but heated up our packs, and then how well it cooked the egg. So I guess I'll come back in a second once this is completely finished. Okay, so it's about 2:15-ish, so it's been going for almost 30 minutes, almost, kind of. I don't know exactly how long I left it on, but it's been fizzling for the last couple of minutes, and so it's not quite out of juice, but it doesn't seem to be contributing any more steam. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything out and kind of see how hot everything is. And I'm going to, I guess I'll put this on the counter again, and we'll give it a shot. Okay, so that's pretty warm. That's good. And then the egg, not cracked or anything. Not that that was anything too Okay, and that's got some decent spin to it, so we'll empty that into a bowl first, and then we'll see what happens with that. Okay, and this rice was on top of it. It's nice and toasty, and then it didn't melt the plastic or anything, so good on that. here. It is. Still fizzling and producing a little bit of steam, but we'll just kind of let that simmer itself off. And I guess we'll go ahead and start. I guess we'll go ahead and open the food and get this. I'm kind of wondering if I want to do it on a plate, or I think, or do I want to do it directly on here? And you know what? I think I've got an idea. Let's get this out onto the tray. I'm gonna get both hands. Right. Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a spoon, and then I'm gonna sort of dig in, and it's a little bit more curry to rice than I anticipated, but I've got more rice in the rice cooker if I need to balance it out. And then the egg here is a little soft in the middle, but overall I'm pretty amazed that, you know. Yeah, everything's warm. That's okay. That's a lot better than I expected. Yeah, there's a lot of curry. I mean, you'd almost need, you know, maybe 2 things of rice per for one thing of curry. But wow. Okay, this is actually pretty good. So, probably not a lot in terms of nutrition, but it's a good snack. So, I'm gonna finish this before Jessica. Try to finish this before Jessica wakes up. And I was kind of thinking of like each one of those heater packs is about $3. So they're not the most economic thing, because I think it was $12 for a pack of 5, and then it end up paying $3 for shipping. So it's not the most economical thing. And I was also kind of wondering like when and where you would use it, because for a lot of times there's a microwave or you could just eat out somewhere. Um, for camping, you could just use gas or something like that. But I'm actually kind of tempted because it is flameless. That means you could almost just like, if you're out for a day and you just have your backpack and you want to eat like a nice hot lunch and not eat out, boom, this. So, after using it once, I'm really kind of tempted to see how else it could be used or where it could be used. Or this is the L pack. How much can you use an L pack for? How much can you get out of an M pack and stuff like that? So, very interested, very intriguing. I'm gonna eat this before it cools down. Since I did pay $3 to heat this up, so I'm gonna eat this before it cools down. I'm gonna have some lunch, and hopefully I can get everything done before Jessica wakes up. So this was Ben Does Stupid Things, episode 2, Flame with Ration Heater, Civilian Edition, and I guess we'll dig in. Bye.